Hi there, this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Welcome to this edition of Integrative Movement Insider. And I apologize for all the noise and the action around this place. I'm at the gym shooting this quick video before we head out on the road again today. So this is part 2 of our 2-part series on creating better hamstring length. Not stretching the tight hamstrings, but creating better hamstring length. And it starts with a very specific 3-step process. Number 1, you assess your client to determine your client's non-optimal and inefficient posture and movement habits that are creating and contributing to tight hamstrings. Remember, for our older clients, it's all about spinal stenosis. Most of our older clients have some level of spinal stenosis or significant level of spinal stenosis, which puts them in posterior pelvic tilt and lumbar spine flexion. That will shorten the posterior hip rotators, the glutes, as well as the hamstrings. So when we're creating a more optimal strategy, part 2 of the integrative movement system is the corrective exercise strategy. And this is where we take our corrective exercises, our releases, our activation patterns, our education, the cues we use with our clients to create a more optimal and efficient posture and movement habit. So I want to demonstrate phase 3 of the integrative movement system, and that's integration. Because once you help your client establish more optimal and efficient posture and movement habits, then we take them into the functional movement patterns. And one of the most important movement patterns that our older clients need to learn how to master is the hip hinge, which is essentially, or I should say it actually is, anterior pelvic rotation. Our clients have to know and learn and master anterior pelvic rotation. So anterior pelvic rotation is really how we create hip hinging and how our clients should effectively and safely bend forward. This is so important because doctors will often tell our clients no forward bending exercises. But then you have to ask your client's doctor, how does the client tie their shoes? How do they pick something off the floor? How do they bend forward? How do they actually function in everyday life? Because if you ask your doctor that, they probably don't have a lot of great answers. So your job, my job, our responsibility is to help our clients, our older clients especially, create anterior pelvic rotation. And it starts with what we shared in video number 1. So if you missed that, go back and watch that video because I share with you how we use our releases and our hamstring lengthening, our contract relax strategy to lengthen the shortened hamstrings and to create pure length in the hamstrings. Now I'm going to demonstrate 1, how do you assess for anterior pelvic rotation and teach your client how to create anterior pelvic rotation, and then how do you train it in a functional pattern, the hip hinge pattern. I'll step away from the camera so I can demonstrate that. I'm going to put my hands upon my pelvis so I can monitor my own anterior pelvic rotation so you can see exactly how much rotation I have, and then that's the range you work with your client in, their own range, because that's what they have for right now. You'll help them develop more anterior pelvic rotation, but for right now, this is what they have. So let me step away and I'll demonstrate what that looks like. So you saw me demonstrate what it looks like when I use my appropriate anterior pelvic rotation. Because when I stop my anterior pelvic rotation, then it's all lumbar spine flexion. That's what creates a lot of problems with squats, deadlifts, and lunges in your clients. You have to stop them when they no longer can anterior pelvic rotate, because that's why, like I said, that's why deadlifts bother people's backs. It's not that deadlifting is a bad pattern, it's people don't know how to or where their end range of anterior pelvic rotation is, which is basically their end range of length in their posterior chain, the glutes, external hip rotators, as well as their hamstrings. And that's the importance of using a specific 3-step process: assessment, corrective exercise, and then integration into the fundamental movement patterns. And thank you so much for joining us. I see a bunch of friends and familiar faces on Facebook Live this morning. So thank you so much for joining us. If you're new to our community, thank you again for joining us and allowing us to share this information with you. And one final note, be the specialist for your clients. And one of the things about being a specialist is making sure you get the right education. And that's why we share so much free information with you here on our site, IIHFE, or if you're watching this on Facebook, fitnesseducationseminars.com. And also why we go out and share so much at live conferences. When we go to learn, we go to live conferences. In fact, we'll be at EFPS, the Elite Fitness and Business Summit, in 3 weeks in Indianapolis. And this is a business summit where we teach you how to build your business. There's about 10, maybe 15 speakers, all experts in their industry. We'll share with you how you master the business of fitness so you attract more individuals. My specific topic will be around medical fitness. How do you communicate with your clients, healthcare professionals, the medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractic physicians, and get referrals because you know how to communicate with them. You know how to use a systematic process like the Integrative movement system, and you know how to deal with clients that have medical issues like osteoarthritis, joint replacements, spinal stenosis. You understand how to work with these clients and how to communicate your skill set to these medical professionals and chiropractors and physical therapists, and you establish relationships, real relationships, so they feel confident sending their clients to you. So thank you again for joining us. Hey Karen, how are you? Great to see you as well. Thank you for joining us in this edition of Integrative Movement Insider. Click on the link below to enroll in EFPS 2019. Save $100 off your enrollment fee using our code below. And I'll also jump on you once we receive your enrollment. I'm not going to jump on you. I'm going to jump on a webinar with you, free 30-minute consultation. I'll share with you exactly how you can start to reach out to medical professionals, chiropractors, physical therapists in your area so you can start actually getting referrals right away. It's a very simple process. You just need to know what to say, how to say it, and then how to follow up effectively and confidently with your clients' healthcare professionals. So this is Dr. Evan Osar. Click on the link below to learn more about Elite Fitness and Performance Summit. We look forward to seeing you at that event. And we'll catch you next time on Facebook Live. Thanks again for being with us. Thanks a lot for all you do for your clients and our industry. Make it a great day.